Alright, we're revisiting the Holley 2-barrel since we're not ready for a 4-barrel swap yet. I borrowed some jets from a friend of mine for the Holley. So swap it out because our fuel mileage is terrible. So see what we can do with this guy. I'm thinking if I can maybe drill out this idle air bleed, it might richen up the idle. And if that doesn't help, there's also this idle feed restriction. They'll open that up a little bit and make this thing idle better with idle screws turned in like 1 to 2 turns instead of like 6 or 7 turns. So another picture of it here. So we'll top of the carburetor off and see what we can do. These are the idle bleeds right here. These little guys. I got the light on. A really small bit from my Dremel tool. And this guy right here. That's right. Look, this guy fits through the hole, no problem. So I got another small bit from my Dremel tool. This guy right here. Try opening up the holes with this guy. It's a little bit bigger. It's still smaller than my 16th inch drill bit. Try open up those idle bleeds, carburetor back together, and see what happens. These are the little brass plugs right here. Are the idle feed restrictors for the fuel. I did take my tiniest bit that actually fit in the air bleeders and I opened them up just a hair. So let's see how this guy idles. Alright, here's my custom jets that I drilled out, and they're too big because our gas mileage is terrible right now. So these guys out. Smaller ones in here. Reaching the awesome fuel bolts. We got our needle nose pliers. Come on, there it goes. So the ones I got are pretty close to the stock size, I think. So we're gonna try those. These ones are dirty ones. These are kind of tiny. And then these guys here for 332, which is a step above I think what was in there. So we'll put 2 of these guys in and see what she does. Okay, slightly missed. Shirt stuck. Alright. It's hiding. There it is. Alright, finally got those suckers back in. After fighting them for a couple minutes. No one wants to watch all that. But in and we're tight. There's my screwdriver. Alright, there she goes. Got the lid back on. Put the screw split back in here. Readjust the idle on this thing. Be a lot leaner. It's probably not going to be as happy as it was, but gas mileage was a little ridiculous. So we don't want none of that. Alright, car's back there with new jets. Not quite as happy. Got more vacuum here. I gotta crank up the idle screws again and see if I can get her to run a little better. Up a little bit. I'm gonna turn on the air side, see what happens. Sounds a little better. See where our vacuum's at. Not terrible. Get a little more out of her. Yeah, not really changing a whole lot. We're gonna roll with that and see how this guy does. If it's way too lean now, we'll put those other size jets in it and see what happens.